Pakistan, 1947, a nation born in the fire of partition. This is Freedom Files, the untold story of how nations broke their chains. For centuries, the land that would become Pakistan was part of a vast and diverse subcontinent. Empires rose and fell across it, Mughal, Afghan, Sikh, British, but its people were never defined by one ruler alone. Muslims, Hindus, Sikhs, and others lived side by side, bound together by geography, trade, and long history. When the British arrived, they did not invent division, but they sharpened it. Through censuses, political categories, and separate electorates, religious identity became political identity. Communities that once lived together now saw themselves through colonial labels. By the early 20th century, Indian nationalism was rising, demanding independence from British rule. But for many Muslims, especially those who feared political marginalization in a Hindu-majority India, the question was no longer just about freedom from Britain. It was about safety after Britain left. Out of that fear rose a man named Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Once a believer in a united India, Jinnah came to argue that Muslims needed a homeland of their own, not out of hatred, but out of fear of being swallowed politically in a future democracy where they would be a minority. His vision became known as the two-nation theory, the belief that Hindus and Muslims were not just religious communities, but political nations. As the end of British rule approached after World War II, the demand for Pakistan grew stronger. Negotiations collapsed, trust evaporated, violence spread. Britain, exhausted and eager to withdraw, chose speed over stability. In 1947, the subcontinent was divided. The borders were drawn in haste by a British lawyer who had never been to India before. The Radcliffe Line cut through villages, cities, farms, rivers, and families. On August 14, 1947, Pakistan was born. But it was born into chaos. Millions of Muslims fled toward Pakistan. Millions of Hindus and Sikhs fled toward India. Trains carried refugees across burning landscapes. Many arrived full, some arrived silent. Homes were abandoned, lives were uprooted. Whole communities vanished overnight. Violence followed fear. Neighbors turned on neighbors. The migration became one of the largest and bloodiest in human history. By the time it ended, over 14 million people had been displaced, and hundreds of thousands, perhaps more, were dead. Pakistan was free, but freedom came wrapped in trauma. The new nation faced impossible challenges. No capital, no institutions, no infrastructure, millions of refugees, and a leader, Jinnah, already dying. Yet Pakistan survived. It built a state. It found its voice. It stepped into history under unbearable weight. Pakistan's story reminds us that independence is not always born in celebration. Sometimes it is born in fire. Sometimes it is born in grief. And sometimes it is born because people believe that dignity requires a place where they can breathe safely.